Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Pinkfresh Friday as well as 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, day 27. And today's sketch is this fun one by Deborah Adler. And I love the multi-pick that are a little on the smaller side and that fun little Polaroid type in the middle, and then of course anything with layers makes me happy. And so I've pulled a ton of Pinkfresh out. Mainly I pulled out my hold on, I gotta look at it because I always say it wrong. Happy Heart collection. I'm going to document some pictures from the 80s versus 90s night that I went out last month with my friends from work. And but I also pulled like Life Right Now, Dream On, all the things, like all my loosey-goosey Pinkfresh. When I first started buying Pinkfresh, I was buying it in smaller little groups of things like stickers and some sheets of paper. And so I have a plethora of things that don't have like a collection. So I do have a punch that I'm going to use to do the notebook paper edge. And I've already pulled some papers that I'd like to use in a white background. So hopefully it'll all come together lovely light. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, my pictures, and this really cool sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I had to decide which one I wanted as my base or the back paper, and which one I wanted as the one on the front top, the big layer. I'm going to use this butterfly paper as my strip across, and this teal color of scrap paper as what I'm going to use to map my picture so it'll stand out a little bit better. I thought very similarly to the sketch, she's got the pattern paper in the background and the almost ombre looking paper in the foreground, and I thought I would go ahead and do pretty much that same thing. And I cut my little like aqua colored scraps right there to a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, except one of them I cut a little bit wider. I think it's 2.5 again wide, and then I trim it up once I get my picture on it because I want it to look like the Polaroid concept that they have going on, and I love the way it turned out. But mine are a little bit smaller than hers, and so I am going to end up adding something on that far right side to give it a little bit more something on that strip. But I go ahead and get started. I have already put my papers down. I did ink with my black soot all the way around the white butterfly paper because there's those two small spaces on the right and left where it is laying on top of white paper. And since the base of that is white, it kind of disappears a little into the background, and I don't want that. So I went ahead and just did a smooth ink across with just a dauber. And so now I am putting my pictures pretty much like she has hers, except like I said, I have this extra one. Now, the green in this collection that I pulled this little cut apart from is not the green that I'm using. I'm using like an aqua, and then there's kind of like a more tealy color in this collection. It's okay because I'm going to bring in another little bit of that same green in at least one other place. So, and then I matted it in a pink and then in that same green that I've matted the pictures in, just to kind of bring it all back together. But it says music, music, music is what feelings sound like. And I was at a concert. So, like I felt like it was perfect. And then I did the same thing with these little headphones that cut apart. Even though obviously we were wearing headphones, I feel like that just kind of goes hand in hand with music. So I'm putting that on here, but I also matted it in the pink and then that same tealy colored green. And so I just feel like that helps bring that, into the same kind of picture. Green is green to me, like all green pretty much goes together, but because these were the only two green like this, there is a little bit of green that's very similar to this color in one of the circular bits that I use as a decoration. I'm trying to see. Oh, it is already on there. It is the circle that's right underneath the headphones, actually. Those are like little, I'm going to say the word wrong. I used to cross stitch, and you'd have the little frame that you put your material in while you were stitching. And for some reason, that name is completely eluding me right now. But anyway, there are a couple of those on here with like like a stitched pattern on them. So I just tuck the little piece in that you would, tighten your material inside that little loom, maybe. Anyway. So I just tuck that part in so you can't see it. And here's another one right here that I'm tucking in behind the yellow paper torn, the little paper edge up there. And so I just tuck those in, and those are my circular features. Like she's got a button on here and a tag. I just put those in here because I thought, of course, the colors match and they're pretty. Adds a little more floral to the layout and gives me that circular feature and gives me a way to use those because I don't have anything, sewing related that I can think of that I'm, going to be documenting in the near future. So I am just trying to use the things I've got. So I titled this Unbelievable Time because I'm using some of the words from the collection that the Happy Hearts collection. And I also pulled some word phrases. One says my happy place. One says awesome. One says living my best life. Those have not all gone on there yet, and they will up in that upper left corner of the pink paper. I also have like a little flat flare that I've put above that second picture. Says BFFs because that's me and my BFF, Ashley, who I adore. She is my work bestie, and so she is usually the one who talks me into all these adventures. The picture to the left of that is me and the one who plans all of our adventures, and our friend, and some of our other friends. So we got all dressed up in our 80s and 90s and had such a good time. And then that last little picture is me and my boss, who is more importantly to me, my friend. She is just phenomenal. Anyway, I have documented pictures of all of these amazing ladies in the past. I just really appreciate them and how they have made my work life as well as my personal life so much better. I have been very blessed in life to have some of the absolute best friends from college and school and my previous school that I worked at. I still have a group of friends that you all see plenty of pictures of because they are the ladies who have gotten me through everything. So I'm just lucky to have moved to a different school and still have that connection, but have formed some new ones as well. So anyway, here is the sketch again from Deborah. It is such a neat one. I love anything where I can use some layers, especially if I can use scraps. And while this has only got a couple of scraps on here, it still makes me happy. So I hope you'll go check out all of the lovely scrappers who are doing Pinkfresh Friday. Joanne, who gets us started on that, is phenomenal, and I hope you will go check her out for sure, as well as all of the amazing creatives. And of course, 30 Days Sketches, you will find that on the playlist. You can also go to Christy's Beautiful Life on Facebook, 30 Days Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and find the sketches ahead of time. So I hope that you all have a fantastic day. I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. I will be back tomorrow for day 28. And I also hope that you all will give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.